course, this will be a video primarily about a camcorder, but I thought I'd show off the accessories first that it came with. This is a very nice looking low pro bag. I've got the separators as well. There's nothing really else in it. Probably won't end up keeping it. I think I might resell that or something else. I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. It might end up just going back to the, or getting donated to the thrift store. So, put that aside. And here is the camera's box. See, I find that description hilarious. 180,000 dots, probably means nothing to anybody. 3-inch color LCD, steady shot. It looks like this actually will do AV to DV conversion, which is pretty neat. Of course, it's got the iLink or 1394 connection. It is a Handycam Vision DCR-SC100. Accessory kit is included. You can see, there's your same basic description. MiniDV. It's got cassette memory. NTSC version. The IR, that's actually for the laser link functionality that it also has, but it's got the transmitter in the LCD. See, it's a very, very weird design. Really reminds me of the Sony Ruvi, except not quite as proprietary as the Sony Ruvi was, since it is MiniDV, and it uses all the standard connections. Simulated screen image. Nice. Of course, you do have to supply your own laser link receiver, up to 16 feet. So let's see. Laser link, video audio wireless transmission, makes playback on your TV easy. No connection wires needed. And of course, blah 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 with trademarks and whatever. Handycam Vision. I love that font. I love the way that looks. Really cool. Go ahead and flip it around. Let's see, what do we get? We get a rechargeable battery, the AC adapter, shoulder strap, AV cable, and wireless remote commander. Now, I think I do have the remote, and the remote is here. I have already unpackaged this, so here's the remote. Does it have batteries in it? No, there's no batteries, unfortunately, but it is there. I don't think I got the AV cable, though. Or if I did, I have managed to misplace it. I mean, I've recorded all the test video already, like I usually do with these cameras. I'm just kind of doing this out of order. And I might have to stop the... No, I don't. I thought I was going to have to stop the camera in order to get that back together. But anyway, I do have the manuals. The manuals are sitting here. However, I do note the fact that I didn't actually get the English manual. I have the French manual, and I think it's Spanish or Japanese. I don't remember which. Guess I'll find out in a second. Yeah, it must be Japanese or Chinese, one of the two. Copyright 1997 by Sony. So this is an earlier MiniDV camera. Of course, you get all your optional accessories. Semi-soft carrying case, that's funny. In the sports pack. I've been trying to get a sports Handycam and been having really bad luck with it because, of course, they're all Video 8 cameras, and from the 90s, the early 90s, and they all tend to have bad capacitors. You can only put one type of battery in this just because of the way that it takes the batteries. So they give you the NPF 530, which I think actually is this battery. Again, I've been doing some testing, and I just grabbed a random battery. I left the battery in the camera, because I thought that was the one that it would have come with, but maybe it was this one. Because this is an F530. I think the battery that's in it's an F550. Not that I think it really matters. They're all pretty much the same battery anyway. Lithium L. As long as it fits in the compartment and has the right pinout, you're pretty much good to go. I think that's exactly the same thing that I just showed you. And let's see. Pretty much the same feature set. Lithium-ion, lithium specification. This is the gray model. I wonder if they actually had any other models, like black and blue and things like that. It's made in Japan, of course. There is the barcode when it would have been purchased originally. Alright, so let's go ahead and open this up. Not waste too much more time. Note on moisture condensation. You can pause the video if you'd like to read that. Same deal with the LCD screen and the color viewfinder. This does not have a viewfinder, so that's kind of hilarious. Please read the operating instructions. Well, I do understand French, but I don't know if reading the instructions is really a viable idea. These are the accessories that I do get with it, which is good because this is actually different than my existing battery holster for the camera. This is the only way you can power it via AC. This actually goes up into the camera as opposed to down, so I kind of need this. But this is the umbilical cord. This is the AC cable. And this is the actual charger itself, which is an AC V615. I could probably actually use this with that Mavica, the MVC FD, I think it's a 91 that I have. Let's go ahead and take this off and have a look at what else is in here. Now, the only other things that we have in here are the camera itself and its protective pouch. And, of course, there is the shoulder strap. Alright, let's get this junk out of the way and have a look at the camera. Alright, here's the camera. Like I said, it's a very weird design. I mean, it's really small. There's my hand on top of it. And I don't exactly have big hands. So you can see right here the stereo microphone. Although you're not going to get much stereo separation out of this. And the one problem with these MiniDV cameras is there's a lot of tape motor noise. So I'll be very interested to know just how much motor noise there is in the recording on this, because this microphone is right where the tape motor is. So, I mean, you've got a lens cap. There's your lens, fairly small. Actually, it's probably about the same size as the Ruby, which is why, like I said, it reminds me of the Sony Ruby. If you want to see a video of a Sony Ruby, V Westlife has one on his channel. I'll go ahead and I'll link to that in the video description, assuming I don't forget. There's a tally light, and I believe that's also receiver for focus, but I'm not really sure on that. No, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. That is the receiver for the remote commander. That's what that R symbol there is. But here you can see 16K cassette memory and all of that. Battery goes into the bottom. Also for the AC adapter. And yes, I did actually have a newer battery in there than what it would have come with. I wonder if this battery actually has a charge. I presume this is the one that it would have come with. I've got so many of these batteries that I've kind of lost track of which ones came with what camera. Yeah, it does have a charge. So, I heard that click. There's the zoom control. Here you can see on the top all your basic controls and functions. There is the mode switch, as well as the record button. Laser link. Like they say, the receivers on the side there. You got some more controls over here. There's the speaker. All of the AV inputs and outputs are underneath this door. Got quite a few of them. No, this does not actually do input, because it's labeled AV out rather than AV in out. So, that's kind of unfortunate. Probably should have seen that coming, though. Anyway, more controls, and I think that's really it for the controls. This little view screen actually flips up. So you can see there to reveal the tape door, and it can also swivel like this. And you see this thing on it. I don't know if it's like a protector or if it's something else. It's really kind of annoying. I might actually take it off, since it's fairly easy to do so. It just presses on. But maybe I'll leave it on as a little protection thing. Yep, my battery definitely works. Let's see if we can put this back into place here. This little view screen clicks into place like that. We'll open that up, and we'll turn it on, so we can get something of an idea. Like I said, very, very, very inconvenient to try and use that. So anyway, go ahead and we will switch over to this camera. So I will be right back, thanks to the magic of videotape. Alright, this is some test footage, courtesy of the Sony Handycam Vision DCR-SC100. I might need to run the cleaning tape through it. I know it did have some issues playing back its own recording, but I do believe that it works, nonetheless. It's a very weird design. Almost kind of reminds me of the Ruvi in a way, except much better than the Ruvi. You know, it uses standard tapes and all of that. Well, it managed to play back its own recording, so I think we might be okay to continue using it. And I might even be able to hold it without the hand strap, just because it's so digital camera-like. Although, because it's got the hand strap, it's a little difficult to actually do that. And you probably better do that if you want to use the zoom control properly. So, anyway. This thing, it does have a titler, but it also doesn't, because it uses cassette memory in order to use the titler, and since this tape doesn't have cassette memory, well, I can't really use that. Not that I think it would really work anyway. It does have a couple program auto exposure modes. You got Spotlight, Portrait, Sports, Beach and Ski, Sunset, and Landscape, although I don't think it really does a whole lot in these kinds of lighting conditions. You got some picture effects, pastel, negative art, sepia, black and white, solarize, and mosaic. And I believe that's it. I mean, it's got digital zoom, it's got steady shot, it's got 16:9 widescreen mode, which is on right now. I think that's really it. So, and it's got a couple of faders. I could turn on backlight compensation and see what that does. Makes everything really bright. It's got a focus lock. I believe there is some way to engage manual focus. There are not a lot of manual controls on this. In fact, I didn't even see things like manual exposure and manual focus or anything like that. Just the focus lock. So, it's kind of interesting. It can take pictures to tape. It's got a separate photo mode. It does not take SD cards or anything like that. We do have two faders. So you saw the regular one, and then we got a mosaic fader. Just like that. Now I'm curious how much tape motor noise is going to actually be in this recording, because the tape motor is fairly loud, and the microphone is basically right in front of where the motor is, so it'll be very interesting. That seems to be a big problem with MiniDV cameras, is tape motor noise. That and the fact that they're rather fragile. I need to fix that clock right there. It's way off. I don't really know if the steady shot is really all that great. It might just be electronic image stabilization. Let's try turning it off. No, it might be optical. I don't see any field of view changes. So, this here's one thing. Sort of a low light test, because that light takes for freaking ever to warm up, being a CFL. There's the other version of the same camcorder that I tried getting. Doesn't work. Good test for tape motor noise. Here's an actual low light. That's all you get for zoom. I think that's that. And there's the camcorder that I was using to record the previous part of this video. And there's the cleaning tape, which I didn't actually end up having to use on this camera, which is rather amazing. It was having difficulty playing back the other recording, but it played back its own recording. Hopefully perfectly. I guess we'll find out shortly. But either way, I think I'm going to stop the video at that. So thank you for watching. If you've got any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. Hope to see you next time. Till then.